Everyone at Royal Crest High thought they knew her. Quiet smile, neat braids, always sitting at the front of the class, the kind of girl teachers trusted and classmates whispered about. She had one best friend she trusted with everything: secrets, tears, dreams, even her relationship problems. That friendship started in junior school and grew strong through exams, break times, and late-night chats. But what she didn't know was that jealousy had been quietly growing in that same friendship. While she was fighting to keep her grades up and her relationship stable, her best friend was watching, learning, and slowly planning how to take what was not hers. At school, rumors began to move faster than truth. Whispers about boys, screenshots passed around, and secrets that were never meant to leave private chats suddenly became public jokes. Now, pause with me for a second as we start this story. We want to know where you're watching from. Are you watching from South Africa, California, Jamaica, Trinidad, New York, Florida, Boston, Nigeria, or London? Drop it in the comments right now so we can give you a shout out in our next video. And if you're enjoying this story already, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your 3 best friends or relatives on WhatsApp. That small support means a lot to us. Back to the story. The worst betrayal came when love entered the mix. Her boyfriend started acting strange, distant, defensive, always mentioning her best friend's name in casual ways. What she didn't know was that the 2 people she trusted most were sharing laughs behind her back, then sharing secrets, and eventually sharing the same boyfriend. At school, she became the topic of cruel jokes, while her best friend played the victim and sold her out completely. Before this chapter ends, let me remind you again. Tell us where you're watching from: South Africa, California, Jamaica, Trinidad, New York, Florida, Boston, Nigeria, or London. And please help us grow by sharing this video with your friends, even if you don't like or subscribe. Sharing keeps stories like this alive. And big shout out to everyone who likes, subscribes, and shares. You're the real ones.
The truth didn't come all at once. It came in pieces, like sharp glass hidden in smiles. A classmate pulled her aside one afternoon and whispered that her name was being dragged through group chats she had never seen. Another friend warned her to be careful around her own boyfriend. Screenshots started surfacing, cropped messages, half-truths twisted to look like full stories. Everywhere she turned at school, eyes followed her. Laughter stopped when she entered a room. Teachers noticed her sudden silence, but nobody asked the right questions. Meanwhile, her best friend became louder, more confident, suddenly popular, always walking with her boyfriend and acting innocent. The betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was public. She felt sold out, traded for attention and fake validation. At home, she cried quietly, scrolling through photos of memories that now felt like lies. She replayed conversations, trying to understand when love turned into competition and friendship turned into war. The worst part was not losing the boyfriend. It was realizing her best friend never planned to protect her. She planned to replace her. At school, the damage was done. Teachers heard rumors, boys whispered nonsense, girls judged without asking. Yet she still showed up every day, holding herself together, even when her heart was breaking. That strength, though painful, was the beginning of her awakening. Before we continue, let's hear from you again. Tell us where you're watching from in the comments: South Africa, California, Jamaica, Trinidad, New York, Florida, Boston, Nigeria, or London. And please, support this channel by sharing this video with people you care about. Even if you choose not to like or subscribe, sharing this story helps it reach someone who needs it today. Big shout out to everyone who likes, subscribes, and shares to their friends and family on WhatsApp. Your support keeps this channel alive.
By the next term, everything had changed. She stopped sitting at the front of the class and moved closer to the window, not because she wanted the view, but because she wanted distance from people. Her grades dropped slightly, not because she wasn't smart, but because her mind was always somewhere else. The betrayal had planted doubt inside her. She began questioning her worth, her beauty, and her judgment. Seeing her former best friend laugh freely with her ex-boyfriend felt like salt rubbed into an open wound. Sometimes they would intentionally walk past her, holding hands, whispering and laughing as if her pain was entertainment. That was when she realized some people don't just betray you, they enjoy watching you break. But pain has a strange way of building strength. Slowly, she stopped checking their social media. She stopped asking questions that only brought more hurt. She focused on herself, joined a school club, and started talking to new people who didn't know her past or the lies told about her. One afternoon, her former best friend tried to approach her, pretending nothing happened, smiling like the damage was never done. For the first time, she didn't react with anger or tears. She simply walked away. That moment felt powerful. She understood that closure doesn't always come with apologies. Sometimes it comes with silence and self-respect. The betrayal still hurt, but it no longer controlled her. As this chapter ends, we want to hear from you again. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. South Africa, California, Jamaica, Trinidad, New York, Florida, Boston, Nigeria, or London. And please, help us spread this story by sharing this video with your friends and loved ones. Even if you decide not to like or subscribe, sharing makes a huge difference. Special shout out to everyone who likes, subscribes, and shares this video to their 3 best friends or relatives on WhatsApp. Your support keeps this channel moving forward.
By graduation, the school felt smaller, not because the walls changed, but because she had outgrown the pain that once consumed her. The rumors had faded, the relationship drama became old news, and people moved on to the next scandal. Her former best friend and ex-boyfriend eventually fell apart, their bonds unable to survive without betrayal feeding it. Watching from a distance, she felt no joy in their breakup, only clarity. She finally understood that what she lost was not real love or real friendship, but people who never valued loyalty. That realization brought peace. She stood taller, spoke with confidence again, and rebuilt herself without needing revenge. She graduated with her head held high, surrounded by a few genuine friends who had proven themselves through consistency and honesty. The betrayal that once embarrassed her became the lesson that shaped her boundaries. She learned to protect her heart, to choose friends carefully, and to never ignore red flags in the name of love. Her story became a quiet warning to others at school, proof that not everyone who smiles with you wants the best for you. Sometimes the people closest to you are the ones watching for the right moment to sell you out. As we end this story, tell us once more where you're watching from: South Africa, California, Jamaica, Trinidad, New York, Florida, Boston, Nigeria, or London. And please help us grow this channel by sharing this video with your friends and relatives. Even if you don't like or subscribe, sharing this story could help someone who is going through the same pain right now. Big shout out to everyone who likes, subscribes, and shares. If you truly loved this story and want to support us as creators, you can send a super thanks or join our channel membership. Your support helps us keep telling stories that matter. Moral lesson: not everyone who calls you a friend is loyal, and not everyone who loves you truly loves you. Protect your heart, choose wisely, and remember that self-respect is more powerful than revenge. Thank you for watching.